Mesdemoiselles, mesdames et messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir. Je m'appelle Fomont et ce soir, je suis avec LBT sur LBT TV Radio.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sport.
Thank you, Kainde.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV Radio. It's fun. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Extrovert Mandel. Ready. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Daffy Matthew. So you love to come with Elegbete One of Sports. It's a lovely Friday morning, and you know how it is. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of the do's and don'ts of the FIFA 2022 World Cup, because the next time we'll be here, the World Cup would have started. It's 2 days to the World Cup, meaning on Sunday, the World Cup blasts off. It's kickoff. Nigeria is not going to be there. Yesterday, Nigerians show again why they don't even deserve to be at the World Cup, as the Super Eagles were beaten, bruised, battered, and shattered by Portuguese side, who's in the same group with Ghana. Nigerians conqueror on the road to the World Cup. 4-0. Emmanuel Dennis missed the penalty when we were 2 goals down. A chance to, to have the deficit and hope that, we could rally it back. But at the moment he missed that penalty, it just felt like the entire team just collapsed, because we considered 2 quick goals in a space of 2 or 4 minutes. I can't really place it. But it was crazy. The team was not coordinated. Team play was terrible. Positional discipline was horrible. This is not one game where I want to blame the coaches, because we've been blaming coaches since forever. If we're not blaming Sondo Lise, we're blaming the coach before Sondo Lise, Samson Siasia, what's it called? Gennot Raw, Austin Iguavoin, now Joseph Peseiro. At some point, we got to tell ourselves some truth and say, hey, hold it. This is not about the coaches. It's just about the bunch of players that we've got who are not ready. But beyond the players, again, is also about the fact that Nigerian football, we're not ready yet for football. If it was possible to collapse football for 10 years, let's just not play football. Maybe we'll go back and fix our league. It will be better, because the investment, yesterday night I was thinking about it. The investment I would put Super Eagles, we put that investment in the league, we'll go somewhere. Okay, so it takes 5 billion naira to run the league in one season. I agree. But you see, in terms of investment, every Super Eagles game is minimum 250 million to 350 million, right? If we put that investment into developing football from grassroots up, you calculate the number of Super Eagles games that will be played, and then you bump up that money into developing grassroots football in the 6 geopolitical zone. Eventually, we would have good coaches, because we have not been training coaches as well. And the coaches that were not training, now we now have upset coaches who are saddled with the responsibility of training our players. That becomes a problem. So that's the reason why we're now heavily dependent on players that are half Nigerian and not half Nigerian. Players that are byproduct of Japaism, okay? And some of them don't really have the heart for the team. But it's not just about them, it's just about the system, because these people are coming from a system where you don't really have to kill yourself. The system just works. You don't play and you start calling and begging for your money. You know your money is going to be available. So those are the things that happen. But I'm not going to dwell much. If you want to call in on the show, you know the number to call is 07025000069. I'm not alone in the studio. I've got Benedict Eki with me here. I would also love to say very massive thank you to my beautiful sister Yemi Babs for sending in lunch for Benedict Key yesterday. Thank you very much for that. But that said, we also, when we leave here, we're going to the Mobolaji Johnson Arena at Onikon for the finals of the Jagaban Cup, which we are covering. And at the same time, we'll be streaming the top place match and the finals today. You can join in later on from 2 p.m. where we'll be streaming the top place match. We're just trying to test some of the equipment that we just got in and see how they would work. Our replay box did not come with it, so we might not be able to give you replay, but we'll see what comes in from the US in the second shipment. That said, join us then and see how it goes. Benedict, good morning and welcome to the Friday edition of the show.
Good morning, Mr. Daffy. 2 days from the World Cup, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Your favorite duo from defensive and attacking. I want to say a big thank you to your sister. She really made my day yesterday. I really do appreciate it. Well, let's start with time and kick the show off.
All right, let's kick the show off. Let's get the show running and see how it goes. Anyone out there, if you want to join in on the show, I mean, you want to add in your 2 pence, whatever you want to talk about. It's Friday, so the way we'll do it on Friday is you're free to talk about anything. Even outside of football, you're free to talk about it. So anything you want to talk about, you can either type it on the comment section on Instagram or YouTube, or probably make a phone call, and it's 07025 000069. Very easy number, I must say. And once you get in on that, let's get talking. We don't have all the time in this world. We'll do this show for say 50 or so minutes, and we'll run out of the studio quickly so that we'll start heading to the stadium. Our crew are already there setting up, but we don't want to sit easy and sit comfortable here. We need to be able to get to the stadium and get things done. That said, let's have some fun. I'm going to start with a lot of things about Qatar. I know that some people are still on their way, planning to go. You know how they say if you live in Rome, you do as a Roman too. Don't go there and say you want to force your will on Qatar. It not go favor you. I'm just telling you, it not go favor you. So you don't put yourself in a place where you are in trouble. Hello, good morning.
Hello, bro.
Yeah, good morning. This is who?
Esteban Mendel.
Oh, finally, we get Esteban Mendel talking to us. How are you?
Good. I'm serious this morning.
Why are you happy?
Very angry and embarrassed.
Why are you angry and embarrassed?
I rushed home. Because I want to play football. You know, I used to think when we are playing a better opposition, we play better. I rushed home. I took back and just like how you
sorry.
to get embarrassed.
I hope your car was not vandalized.
The worst part is that we were hustling for Chelsea after such embarrassing. We better stop playing football for the world.
That's what I meant. Sorry about it. I can feel your anger from your voice, from the way you're talking. But I mean, hustling for Jesse is not bad now. It's one of those things. It's part of what you would keep as your memorabilia when you retire. Say, okay, we'll play against Portugal. This is Jesse I got you. You tell your children and your grandchildren, you know, those are the evidence that will back you up. So don't get too angry, please. Don't be too angry. Sorry.
No, it's nice hearing your voice, sir.
Same here. Hearing your voice for the very first time. I've been reading your comments on Instagram. Thank you very much. Have a great day, man. Yeah, bye. Yeah, that's Extrovert Mendel finally calling in on the show. Okay, so anybody, if today you want to rant, you want to lament, you're free. Call in and tell us how you're feeling. Say it as it is. Nobody's going to hold you back and say no, you shouldn't say that. But don't use that for that. No, come and insult people too much. But let's talk about Qatar, the World Cup itself. And I'm going to read this article for you because it kind of like explain it, the money control article. FIFA World Cup 2022 does and don't when in Doha for the tournament. What's allowed and what's not. What are the COVID regulations and social restrictions in Qatar? Before packing your bags for the FIFA World Cup 2022 from November 20th to December 18th, know the travel and stay does and don't. Yes, a ready reckoner. Okay, you have to know. Some people travel to countries and they don't know the rules. Some people still don't know that it is a crime to overstay your visa when you travel. And I'm always amazed at people not knowing that. And it's written expressly on your visa, but people don't know once you get visa, you move on. Qatar is expecting around 1.5 million spectators during the FIFA World Cup 2022 matches from November 20th to December 18th. Before packing your bags, know the travel and stay does and don'ts. Okay, COVID regulation. As of November 1st, visitors are no longer required to get a COVID-19 test. Visitors who test positive for SARS, SARS, COVID-2, SARS-CoV-2, while they are in Qatar, will however be required to take isolation measures according to Qatar rules. No quarantine or COVID-19 test is required after arrival in Qatar. So just come in and mix in with the population. That's what they are saying. Anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 while in Qatar will be required to isolate. Masks are mandatory within health care facilities and on public transport. Okay. ETERAS, contact tracing application. ETERAS is the official contact tracing application for the state of Qatar, provided by the Ministry of Public Health. Download the ETERAS mobile app and activate it on the mobile phone using a local or international SIM. So even if you got your own personal SIM, you can still use it. I'm giving you all of this for those people who will still decide to go. Register in the pre-entry online registration system through the website www.eteraz, is spelled ehteraz.gov.qa, that's Qatar, at least 3 days before arrival. All relevant documents to be uploaded, including certificate of COVID-19, vaccination, or recovery. FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 visitors who hold higher cards are excluded from the pre-entry online registration requirement on ETERA's website because you've already filled that. And people were like, what is higher card? Higher card is what, if you went to Russia, there's something called fan ID. If you've been to any FIFA tournament before, there's something called fan ID. Okay, higher is the fan ID. Higher card, all visitors must apply for higher card, the official fan ID that offers free public transportation around Doha and act as an entry visa into the country. Visitors can collect a physical copy of their digital hire card in case they want to use transport services or fan zone do not have a mobile phone. Okay. Health insurance, emergency and urgent healthcare service will be provided for free at public hospitals for hire card holders. Though not mandatory, Qatar's Ministry of Public Health strongly recommend visitors take out travel insurance with healthcare cover for the duration of their stay in Qatar, just in case. Okay, that's not false, but just in case. Entry restriction. Entry to Qatar will be restricted from November 1st until December 23rd to only citizens, residents, and holders of the World Cup hire card. Restrictions apply to all air, land, and sea borders in Qatar. So all of those people who drive straight away from Bahrain, or there's a political issues between them and Bahrain, so that one is never going to work. Or from Dubai, you're driving from Sharjah and you're going to Qatar. Okay, that's not going to work this time around. There is a little hold on that for the next 1 month and 5 days. Yeah, okay, starting from the start of the World Cup, or probably let's just say 1 month and 22 days. Yeah, from 1st of November. Clothings, okay, if you're going there, this is not Brazil, this is not Ibiza, this is Qatar. If you're going to Qatar, attitudes towards dress are relaxed in Qatar, though visitors are expected to show respect for local culture by avoiding excessively revealing clothes in public places, in malls. It is appropriate to cover the shoulders and wear clothing over the knee. Swimwear is allowed at hotel, beaches, and pools. Removal of shirts in stadium is not permitted. So your team scores a goal, or a player that you like scores a goal, and you take off your shirt. I saw a lot of that in Brazil. I seen popping up the boobs and all that. It was fun anyway. I won't lie. It was fun seeing that. Hey, yeah. It was fun watching from my commentary post. But Qatar says no. Oh, so all ye Brazilian girls and South American girls that are coming, because it was common with the Chileans, the Uruguayans, the Argentines, and the Brazilians at the 2014 World Cup. If you are coming, please, 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 brothers and sisters, please do not. English fans and their alcohol, I'm coming to you people. English fans that drink alcohol more than Isoko and Robo people, I'm coming to you. Don't worry. Yes. Okay. Removal of shirts in the stadium is totally not permitted. It's prohibited. Okay, let's go to the alcohol, the boozers. Okay, bringing alcohol into Qatar is strictly across the country, but drinking outside of designated areas is prohibited. Do not purchase alcohol en route to Qatar at duty-free shop because it will be confiscated upon arrival in Qatar. The legal drinking age in Qatar is 21. Legal drinking age in Brazil is 12. So it's different, okay? Yeah, alcohol. 12-year-old, you can drink alcohol in Brazil. It's different. Yeah, now you're there, you want to drink alcohol. But when are they see this boy? What did you just say?
It's Brazil now.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Can somebody please help me buy the size of cake for this boy? I will help his mom to take care of him. Okay, I will father him properly because the mom that murdered his mother is the mother that murdered my own mother that murdered me. Okay, so let's be guided so that this boy does not sneak out and run to Brazil and go and do more than even just alcohol. Okay, the legal drinking age in Qatar is 21. An establishment serving alcohol will ask for original photo ID upon entry. Inside the stadium bowl, ticket holders will have access to non-alcoholic Budweiser Zero, which is an official partner of the FIFA World Cup. Budweiser had to create a drink that does not have alcohol. At the FIFA Fan Festival, Budweiser will be available to purchase from 6:30 p.m. So there's time to eat, not money tonight. There's time to eat, okay? Drug and e-cigarettes, okay? So I'll share my Brazil experience. In Brazil, e-cigarettes is like you just come in, they just give you one e-cigarette, take, pay. So it was easy. We're selling everything. And then there's, what is it called? International something center. International Media Center, IMC. Right? Drugs and e-cigarettes. There is zero tolerance for drugs-related offenses in Qatar. The penalties for the use of or trafficking, smuggling, and possession of drugs, even residual amount. Igbo and in Igbo and Shayo, don't go there and do it in Qatar. That's why Burna Boy will not be invited to come and perform there. If you are going to say Burna Boy inspire you to do it, Burna Boy will not be there to bail you. I'm just telling you. And in Igbo and Shayo, don't go and be needing Igbo and Shayo. Get born again. Get born again. Instead of you to be needing Igbo and Shayo, you better Travis Green. Okay? You better Nara. That's the way he will save you right now. Because if you need Igbo and Shayo there, now you know. Okay, possession of drugs, even residual amount, can include lengthy custodial sentences, heavy fines, and deportation. Qatar law also prohibits the importation, sale, and purchase of electronic cigarettes. So don't come and be telling Qatar people, don't try to bamboozle them. No, this is not harmful. This is not polluting the air. It's just e-cigarette. It's just a dummy. You would dummy yourself somewhere. And all these Arab countries, they are saying no good. Lakpa will follow you, come back. You don't know what is lakpa. You don't know what is lakpa, sweetie, bro. Egg bro. You don't know what is egg bro. It will follow you, come back. So that way I say I'm going to enjoy the World Cup, and then you not come back with a map of Africa on your back through lakpa. Okay, Ezima, if you don't know what lakpa is, Ezima. Medicine. Okay, some prescribed and over-the-counter medicine may be controlled substance in Qatar. If you need to bring in controlled or prescription medication into Qatar, ensure you carry your official doctor's prescription, hospital note, or a letter from your general practitioner, otherwise known as GP. Okay? Geometric progression. Detailing the drug, the quantity prescribed, and dosage. This note or letter should also be signed by the doctor and consultant and stamped by the hospital or surgery or surgeon, whatever it is. I'm teaching today. Public display of affection. Okay, you know, people go to the World Cup to go and produce a daffodil and Benedictine. Don't be going to Qatar and be thinking that It's part of your plan. Like, oh, my ambition is every country I go, I will do some well. Me want well, respect yourself, oh, because in Qatar, 3 people police where you don't need to play with Arab police, Chinese police, and Russian police. They don't speak English, the American police. So, hey, put your hands on my eyes can see. Put your hands behind your head.
You want to talk?
You want to talk? How many are you? 2 of you, talk to yourself. And then they do like that for Qatar. You lick on the book inside your nose and come and yuck. I'm just telling you, okay. Public display of affection. The Twetweism should end here. Your King Solomon's behavior should stop. Okay? It's a public display of affection, PDA, and not part of local culture. Hence, avoid all PDA. Don't go and see Ikechi that way. Ikechi, long time no see. Pew. Magu will just show you there. Arab Magu, Qatar Magu will just show you there. They say Arab Magu, you stay there. They will give you something and they put you in the guardroom. When people are watching the World Cup, you are shouting, "Hey, officer, officer! I don't know this one. I'm one. I'm come from Jamaica. I don't know that no hugging in this country." I said, but then the Arab police will tell you, "Yeah, man, you have to die there, huh? I stayed there 10 years and died there, have butter and sweetie." You will know next time when you hug yourself, okay? PDA, according to Qatar Tourism Authority, QTA, showing overt affection and intimacy in public is frowned upon and can lead to long sentence in jail, plus flogging and execution. Don't come and teach Qatar people bad thing. Okay? Keep your Twetweism to yourself. Oh, I tell you, I'm doing public service today. This is not time to argue about Ronaldo and Super Eagles. I'm just doing public service. I'm helping people now. Don't say I did not help you. Okay? Let's get past that one. Cohabitation. Some people, their history, their family, they have never paid rent one day in their life. They like squatting. They like uncompleted building. They like, bro, I can stay with you. They like that thing. I experienced that thing in my first 10 years in Lagos. I swear never to keep somebody in my house again. Somebody called me saying they call Lagos on Thursday from Warri. Say they go back. He go back with friends on Sunday because they're going to won't go do back for Warri. I said, okay, no problem. Based on who I be. You know, come and stay. Brother man came with 26 people, and stayed in my house for 11 months. 26 people. Like, this is true story. This is not me faking it. True story. Okay, 26 people plus in there, 27. Okay, and they stayed for 11 months. Was meant to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get out. They stayed for 11 months. Bag of rice was running down like every week. It was crazy. I was living in Ikoyi there, number 6A, 2nd Avenue, the former presidential house. Okay, the house where Murtala Mohammed used to stay, where Justice Uwaya stayed. Living in one big apartment there, but the apartment became shrink. Okay, but hey, life is life. That was one strong lesson I learned. Also, I was squatting one guy this month. He went and brought one of his brother that do NYC. The guy smoked more than chimney in my house. Me that does not, smoking is happening this way. I'm in the opposite direction. This guy was smoking my house confidently, and I told him not smoking. No, once I go out, I'll come back. Smoking, no. Once I go out, I'll come back. My house is smelling. I won on the first time. Ugo. I won him again. The third time, I know you want him. I just park a bus, a small youth company. I try my side, tell the soldier when they get there. Let this guy go. I just call Capital for Balade. Come, change all the keys. You two, we cannot come. Get out of my house. I will play all this nonsense, play the Chris. Put you for here, they call, they give me nonsense. That's the kind of money why they give another about Qatar. Cohabitation. Qatari law prohibit cohabitation of unmarried couples. But during the tournament, unmarried friends, unmarried couples, unmarried friends, unmarried friends of different genders or couples can share the same room without penalty. So this one is free. So you cannot dodge and do twatway. You can dodge and do small twatway in that regard, but don't let it catch you sharp. Photography. This is the reason why I'm not even interested in going to the Qatar again. I know that the people Bayern Munich will be angry with me. They went, they got tickets and everything for me, and I'm telling it that, well, motherfucker, I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. I don't have all these things, all these conditions. I can't be moving around and be thinking, where should I video, where should I not video? Photography. Ask permission before photographing or filming members of the public, taking pictures of government buildings such as offices, military camps, or industrial areas is not permitted. Use of drones. I'm going to use drone today. Use of drones. If you like to capture imagery in country using a drone or tripod, you have to seek respective permit at least 3 to 4 weeks in advance. You know that when I know what book we use now of your trip. The use of a drone requires not only permit but a local operator license. Some locations are off limits due to security and safety restrictions. Qatar will not go ever host the World Cup again. This is one and only time it's never gonna happen again. Okay. Tipping. Yeah, this one where ye people going to Qatar. Most restaurants in Qatar include a service charge with the bill, but tipping 10% upward is common in hotels. A tip of around 10 to 20 Qatar or 10 to 20 K, which is about $2 to $3 for doorman and $2 per day for housekeepers is common. Usually, tour guides in Qatar are tipped about $5 per day. Tipping a taxi driver is recommended. Wait a minute. Let's talk about this a little bit. Let's not rush about it. I go enter taxi. I go pay for the transport. I go sit tip at $5. Thunder. Hey, Shango, you need to follow some people and go to this Qatar. I'll still pay at $5 again. When a dollar they not talk naira. So I think that what they are actually saying, they're talking to Americans. Americans that are coming, come and pay because the American money they talk. They don't talk. It's not a generative, it's just for American people. You cannot understand. My people joining on the conversation. You ever enter Uber or bus or transport for this Nigeria, BRT, after you reach your destination, driver, oh, your driving was so good. Take 500 naira. Mm-hmm. Have you ever done that? After you don't pay your money or your transport fare, do you ever do that?
Okay. First of all, most people are angry they are paying. Because they are very angry they are paying. Talkless of tipping.
Why are you angry that you're paying?
People don't like paying. No. People don't like paying.
Free transport.
People are looking for that. They're like, skelter.
Now your papa buy the motor.
People like that thing. No. They're not happy they are paying, right?
Why?
If you could slash the thing into 3 and they will pay, that's when they'll feel like paying. But
really?
In total paying, this Nigeria.
I feel comfortable paying for services rendered to me. Like I don't have a problem with that. I have no issues. Okay. I don't have issues with paying for services. Any service rendered to me, I've always said to myself, that's not a problem for me. Like I don't have a problem paying for service rendered to me. What I have a problem with is charging me over the top. Once you're charging me over the top, I have a problem with that one. But that's a conversation for another day. But I don't think I ever enter a transport company, motor vehicle, anytime, whether it's Uber, whether it's BRT. I used to have that BRT card back in the day, and weekdays and weekends. Okay, the first day of the week is Sunday. The weekend is Friday and Saturday. So you know that very well. Adjust yourself because you're going to a Muslim country. Services, banks and other services will be closed on Friday. Some shops also close for a couple of hours before midday prayer and reopen after work to check opening hours before you head out. Okay, make sure you do that. Transport tips. There are a range of transport options from Hamad International Airport to the city. Okay, shuttle buses, the Doha Metro, taxis and ride-hail taxis like Uber and Karim. Okay, Karim is in Dubai. Okay, that's the one I downloaded instantly when I got to Dubai. In Doha, use the Doha Metro and public bus service. Direct bus service will be operational to stadium from 5 locations around Doha and key accommodation site from November 1st. Konichi Street, Central Doha will be pedestrianized so that nobody go and be knocked down by hit and run vehicle. Okay, shuttle bus service, shuttle buses, shuttle will be available between entertainment areas. Free shuttle buses service are now operating between Sak Wakwif, if I don't pronounce that one, and I know Metro Station and Al Bidal Park, connecting fans to various locations across the B Ring and C Ring Road, and connecting accommodation site to activations. Okay, timetables and routes are available on the Mowasalat website. Taxi services. Taxis in Qatar can be booked in advance for pickup at hotel, restaurants, and malls. You can also hail a taxi from across the street. Remember, the fares in the morning and night are different, okay? Just the same way as it is in Dubai, right? Where to watch match screening. Matches will be screened at Kitalifan Island North, complete with a beach festival, including concert, activities, food, and drinks outlet. All Almaya Island in Lusail at the Almaya Arena, which will host live concerts, and at Fan Villages cabins free zone at the official Fan Village on the outskirts of Doha. Currency, all major credit cards are accepted at most locations and retail outlets, including museum, gift shop, shopping malls, restaurants. If you require cash, ATMs are widely available. All shops are required to provide electronic payment device services, and cash is not required for most transactions. It is worth taking out cash to haggle for a bargain at Sok Watif and the traditional market. But let me advise you, if you're a Nigerian, sort out your cash. Nigerian card, Nigerian card will embarrass you, your generation to come. So don't trust Nigerian card. All the Nigerian banks, not only Nigeria, they work. I saw this Nigerian bank tell you say they're international. You go Nigerian bank, you see foreign flag. I lie you. If you go abroad, no trust Nigerian bank card. That you go. Hey, it's better to trust the devil than to trust the Nigerian bank card. Language, the official language in Qatar is Arabic, but English is commonly spoken throughout all public spaces. The weather, the winter weather in Qatar is perfect for outdoor adventuring with lows of around 14 degrees Celsius and highs of around 25 degrees Celsius. Visit Qatar website for any additional information. Just go to www.visitqatar.com/international, okay, and you will be fine. If this one it not help you, it not guide you, you are guideless. Nobody's going to be able to guide you. You are just guideless. You are lost. You are going to get yourself into trouble, and kubuku, you go touch your back. That's all I can tell you right away. There is nothing I can do to help you more than just to give you this advice, and I have given it to you. As the Lord leads you, do. Make sure if you go to Qatar, don't go and be trying to do what. If you want to do it in a safe place, in your cabin. If you are permitted to be in that cabin with your other. Don't be going to Qatar and be trying to do Bobrisky. Hey, Tani bro, they will so I can read with something. They will so do you something. Don't be going there and be going and preaching gay right and no gay right.
I feel like they will just accept the LGBTQ in favor of the whole wide world.
Now XYZ, I'm LGBTQ. Take it to Qatar.
It seems they didn't just like it.
Somebody will be victim. Somebody will be victim. Don't try it. Son will find you in prison. Don't try yourself. The worst thing to do is to go to the World Cup where you're supposed to go and have fun, and then you go and put yourself in a place where you get locked up. Well, let's come back to the game. Did you watch the Super Eagles play Portugal yesterday?
No, I didn't watch it again. I didn't watch it.
Why?
I was tired.
You was tired? What did you do?
I was tired.
What did you do?
Nothing.
You went to do what? Where?
I don't know the meaning of that.
Okay. So what got you tired?
I was just tired. I'm on the sleeping work for some time.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
I come here every day now. I come here every day.
So you come here every day means you don't sleep well.
I don't sleep well.
I don't understand this speaking though. When I hear this voice, hey, I don't understand. Uche Chuku Iriogbu say, boss, you been see Dennis yesterday. Aribo no suppose dey that team until he gets his confidence back. Okay. Oduni Remeleko say good morning, all good morning to you. Leo Ode says good morning, bros. Good morning to you. And Remeleko say Ghana we no fit beat. Now Portugal, we go come beat. Ghana is not an easy team. Oh. I don't know why people just think like Ghana is an easy team. Even though, yes, because of how Comoros deal with them, we just feel like we'll be Ghana. Ghana is actually not an easy team. Ghana is the Brazil of Africa. In case you don't know, they are the Brazil of Africa. We should show them some respect. And because of that lack of respect is the reason why we're not going to this World Cup. Okay. Leo, Ode says, I mean, say, na fini the way they fight for Pepe Jesse, pay me pass. Make you get better deal. Thank you very much. This write-up remind me of when I was doing Mede. These are a lot of people used to write. This is be very, very, very interesting when I got people writing in pidgin English. Nana, where have you been? Where have you been? Nana, what's happening? Charlie, you abandoned me. In my school, every year since 2016, I've had like at least 5 Ghanaians in my class. The last section I graduated, they were Ibrahim, Elizabeth, Angel Amoa. There were 9. I had 9 Ghanaians in my class, and then this new set now we have 5 already. Just interesting. We're busy training Ghanaians there, and some of them are trolling us. So that Gary Smith, I would say I don't want Ghana to lose early. I want Ghana to go far. But because of some of their social media people, I'm beginning to feel like I want Ghana to be bruised and beaten. But no, that Ghana team does look good. I saw them play against Switzerland, and it was good 2-0. And then Nigeria went on to embarrass us more. Okay? I don't know who's embarrassing us more. The Super Eagles or the politicians, the guy that is shouting PDAPC. I didn't mention any name. Don't come and put me on blast for you people. You fan boys and fan girls, fan men and fan women, please. I didn't mention any name. God bless PDAPC. Digest it a little bit. Is this for Eba Amalagbado? Is it for Ewa? Everything that you do. Okay, everything you put your hand to work. He said Portugal will be boosted on by the 4-0 win against our brothers. Hence, we'll come into the Ghana game underrating Ghana, but we'll be surprised like the Swiss. No, the Swiss, I don't understand why Switzerland will underrate Ghana. Like Switzerland, okay, I can understand even Portugal underrating Ghana, but what gives Switzerland the right to underrate Ghana? Like, on what level? Are they better than Ghana? What have they won? What have they achieved at any level in football for them to underrate Ghana? Switzerland have no business. There are teams that will underrate Ghana. I can understand. I can relate to it. But not Switzerland. Come on, what's wrong with them? Because they have a Grand Shaka that is selling granite oil. What's that? Olaiwaju, he said Qatar is not smiling at all. Let's just play football, enjoy, and move on. With their house, we know what be. Dre Cruz, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. The Olaiwaju say, is Portugal that good or are we that bad? A whole 4-0. Okay, I think so. To this question, we're very, very bad. But if we focus on us being bad, we will end up disrespecting Portugal. Portugal had a good team. They didn't get past gear 2 in that game against Nigeria. They were not going to break their back. They were not going to play to the death, like, we must kill ourselves. But they from the start of the game, they knew they were going to win. They were tossing the ball around. They know when to move to the right, know when to move to the left, know when to go forward, know when to delay the tempo of the game, which was good. So that's what I also expected the Nigerian team to do. Like, just winning the game. I'm not expecting Nigerian players to go there and kill themselves, but just show some additional discipline, have fun in the game. The Nigerian players were too uptight. They didn't have fun. If I was playing a friendly game, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to show skill. I'm going to juggle the ball when I need to juggle the ball. I'm going to turn around when I need to turn around. I'm going to give long pass, short pass, control the ball with my chest if I need to. Do all those things. All those things that entertain people. It's a friendly game. It's not a do or die thing. But our players were just playing like they smoke shisha, overdose of shisha before the game. I mean, it's just not it, okay? For me, I don't know, but you guys can give me your opinion and tell me what you think about it. Okay, Drake Cruz, it says the Super Eagles are just unwatchable yesterday, right? Additional for my say, good morning, Elemental family. Good morning to you. Putting hands together like this. And he said it all went sad for our Super Eagles. Didn't you remember, like I said, Dennis just handcuffed himself for dragging. You know, historically, lately, every Super Eagles game, there is always one person that just vomits themselves and say, "Oh, all that Nigerian football fans drag me." If it is not Akpeyi, it's Chigozie Awazim. If it is not Awazim, it is Agbin. If it is not Agbin, it's Ahmed Musa. If it's not Ahmed Musa, it's Jude Odeogalo. If it's not Odeogalo, it's Marika. If it is what's it called, Moses Simon. If it's not Moses Simon, it is what's this guy now? Alex Iwobi. If it's not Alex Iwobi, it's just like that.
But you have to take into consideration the fact that most of the time the criticism they get is formed by people, not by their total performance. Like most of the times. It's not.
But I think it's by their performance.
I know you can't affect every single aspect of the game. No doubt about that. Nobody can. And maybe nobody would. But the part that they do, maybe they didn't do it extreme as the fans would have wanted. But most of the time,
no. But if anybody is dragging Emmanuel Dennis, it's not just because he missed the penalty. Okay, you won't drag somebody because he missed a penalty. I don't think that's it. But the attitude leading to the penalty, we won the penalty, you're going to drag for it. I thought that they should have just left that penalty for Onuachu to play. There's just this thing in the Super Eagles that make you feel like most players in the Super Eagles don't like Paul Onuachu. I don't know, this is me just assuming off my head. I might be very, very wrong off the cuff. But I just feel, one, the Super Eagles players, and that's very, very bad. Super Eagles players are feeling for each other, like they're posing for themselves. They're not a unit. I don't see them see themselves as group. They kind of like feel like I'm better than you, you're not my level, I'm this, I'm that. That's the vibe you get from the outside. And I don't know if my feeling is true, but from a football perspective, I've been a football player. I know when a team is together. Look at the current Arsenal team. I mean, these players are not the best players overall to have played for Arsenal in the last 10, 15 years. But this team is doing incredibly well because there's just this whole camaraderie. We are one. We are fighting for the same purpose. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We'll kill ourselves here for the cause. And there is no such thing with the Super Eagles. And this is what I've been saying for a very long time. People say, Sonny Lisa is not good. Okay, he go. Ganatra is not good. He go. Eguava is not good. He go. Joseph Pesero is not good. He go. How many times? When would we have a coach that is good? Because the way I see it, there's never going to be a coach that is good enough for the Super Eagles. I don't know if you have anything to say on this. You can call in 07025000069. I would like to hear your take, or send us a message on the live stream, the Jumbotron, the comment section on YouTube and Instagram. Let us know what you think. Okay, and this is coming from Uche Chuku. Say Dennis was poor yesterday. Actually, Brian, where have you been? He said, "Good morning, Alegwata. There's no cohesion at all. And the team, I'm not sure the team played 10 passes between themselves before losing the ball. 10 passes is high. I'm talking 5. I'm not sure they played 5. And Uche Chuku Rogu says, Onuachu hold up play was good yesterday. Yes, I like him, but I just think that there are people in that team that does not like him. And we've seen this happen before in time past, and it seems like it's repeating itself again, which is funny anyway. Jerry Ehirim says, Simon Moses played for over 60 minutes with that awful performance. Waiting Moses, they give the coach. When I was criticizing Moses here, you people were on this place insulting me. Some people say I don't like her because I'm able boy. Some people say, I was like, whoa, for football again, tribes still a day for football. So you guys should enjoy it to what you saw you will wear. Nigerians now wear them. Yamiti, he said, bros, that performance yesterday from Super Eagles, it shows how behind we are in football. Portugal knew they are going to win. Portugal bench were laughing when we missed the penalty set. So sad. Yes, and that's true. Knowing the winner, it's for sure. They know they were going to win. I don't have a problem with Portugal beating Nigeria. I have a problem with the way we played. I mean, let's put up a fight. Now let Portugal still sweat. Portugal could practically play that game with only 6 or 8 players and still win that game the way we played. Okay? Mr. Smile said, that's how it feels. I did Premier League, you did Pakistan League. That's the, I don't know, they didn't say it to me, but when I look at the way they play, it just feels like that's the attitude they give to themselves. You're not my level. Don't be talking when I'm talking. You know that kind of thing, like, who are you? Who call you? They're not calling you for the matter how. I mean, keep quiet. I know your level. You know, that's the feeling I get. I don't have a feeling of a group of players who feel like, you know what, guys, let's do this. It's our name. It's our image, it's our personality. Some people have come before, some people have done this job and have done it well. Posterity will judge us. Let's come together, let's band together. I don't care whatever difference, tribe, creed, where you were brought up, where you were raised. I don't care, but let's see this ground running and do the game. I don't see that in the Super Eagles because that's actually what makes a team good. Monicicla will say, do you know why Amrabat succeed? Because they band together and everybody knows what to do. The guy who is driving knows how to drive. The guy who is opening the door knows how to open the door. The guy who is going to shout, hey, everybody lie down. He knows, everybody knows their job and they do it perfectly well. All that you need in football is for everybody to perform at least above 65%. Nobody's asking everybody to put up 100%, okay? But if everybody put up above 65%, it is hard for the opposition to break you down. But hey, we didn't see that. Mr. Smile said, our players are not good. We don't change coach, tire. Okay? 69 Lema said, maybe the new fullback Osai should have taken it. He was our best player last night. I agree with you on that one. But hey, it didn't happen. Well, guys, we're getting close to the end of the show. Let me remind you, if you live around the Oniko area or Balende, you can come hang out with us as we stream the finals of the competition that is going on there. But if you don't, you can also watch it live. For the very first time, we would have Benedict here. Yeah, this young man here. Benedict will be on commentary duties alongside Emmanuel Sebastian. Emmanuel Sebastian is one of those people that I would always be proud of. Like, I like, okay, this one, this is my own. This is when God said, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. I like, okay, this one I groomed. This is mine, okay? And I always feel proud of him because of how he's grown, has improved, and how much willingness he's got in him, willing to learn and all that. Him and Benedict will be on commentary duties today. I will just be running around like I'll be their errand boy. Go get water. Yes, sir. Go do this one. Yes, sir. For today, Benedict, and to the guys out there, in case you're not aware, the highest goal scorer from the last 3 Euros, their countries have gone on to win the World Cup. The highest goal scorer from the Euro, the World Cup. Their country have gone on to win the World Cup. In 2008, David Villa was the top goal scorer at the Euros. Spain won the Euros, and then at the World Cup in 2010, Spain, who is a perennial underachiever, went on to win the World Cup in South Africa. Yeah. In 2014, it was Gomez, and 2012, sorry, it was Gomez of Germany that was the top goal scorer, even though they didn't win the Euro, and Germany went on to win the World Cup in 2014. And then 2016 was what's his name now?
2018 now.
It was Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann. And then in 2018, France won the World Cup. I'm going somewhere. This last Euro, the top goal scorer is Okpaloku Cristiano Ronaldo. Is Portugal going to win the World Cup? That's one theory, okay? I'm giving out this theory because, I mean, this is our work. You have to look at what are all the catalysts that result in winning the World Cup. And, you know, that's why when I hear people say, it's like, not me just football analyst you be. You know, I heard a lot of people say that, and I just look at it. What should I even say to them? I just ignore them because there is no basis to answer this person. If you know how much research work I go into to do, you start counting years. In the World Cup year that's 22 or that have 2 in it, who won it? Brazil won the 2002 World Cup. Italy won the 1982 World Cup. Beat Brazil onto winning it. So and then
62 they won.
62. It was in Chile. Brazil won the World Cup. So you start looking at all of these numbers and say to yourself, how can I link it? Because football follows pattern, whether people like it or not. And a lot of people will argue with me, but football follow, no game in this world follow pattern like football. Football follows pattern a whole lot. And again, all of these things, you have to put them together before you even come out with a prediction or before you come out with analysis. Now, there is a supercomputer that have guessed right the last 2 World Cup winners. The World Cup winner in Brazil 2014, that supercomputer guessed it right. That was going to be Germany, and Argentina. Germany was going to win by a single goal. That happened. Again, guessed that there was going to be an underdog in the final against France in 2018. The underdog was Croatia, and France was going to win it. France won that World Cup. This supercomputer have come out to say that Argentina will win the World Cup. But the supercomputer itself is also confused because it came out with different algorithm this time. The supercomputer said it is going to be Argentina and Brazil in the finals, but then another strand, another curve ran in and said Portugal will get to the finals, Messi will score the only goal, and Argentina will win. So, and this one just came out yesterday. So I don't know whether they were listening to my show and then decide to add that one to confuse all of us. But let me ask you, Benedict, and to the guys out there who are listening to the show, we've got like 5 or 6 minutes to the end of the show. What do you think? What's your own super prediction? Leave everything we said before. What's your super prediction about the World Cup?
Very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Very first thing I'm going to dare to say is right now I think Tunisia are going to go past the group stage. That's going to be the first thing I'm looking into right now.
Tunisia, what group are they again?
Tunisia in the same group as where is that?
England,
France, Denmark, and Australia. So I'm
wait. France, Denmark, Australia. Tunisia will get past the group stage.
Yes, I have this grudge because first of all,
is it grudge that leads to prediction?
Prediction, yes, grudge leads to prediction most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, most of the time.
My own prediction is not grudge; it's research.
Okay. But you still have some instinct sometimes.
But it's not grudge. I don't do my prediction based on grudge.
Okay, but I feel that's the first thing I'm going to dare to say. Tunisia are going to progress in the group stage alongside with Denmark ahead of Australia. And
France and Australia would fall out of that.
Yes, that's like a representation of 2002. France are going to lose to Tunisia just like they lost to Senegal, which I'm trying to dare to say. Then second of all, another I think Poland.
This boy, where they here so it is smoking go.
Okay. Maybe let's.
This boy, you this smoking.
Okay, let's me and you do this simulation. Ecuador, Netherlands, Qatar, Senegal. Who comes first? Let me repeat it.
Netherlands. Don't repeat that.
So who comes second?
I would have said Senegal, but this one, the man is not there. Their goalkeeper is wobbling and fumbling. I think I'm gonna go Ecuador, Senegal. What's the other one?
I said, no, Qatar.
Which Qatar?
So Ecuador coming second.
Qatar now, waiting they blow come up for nose now. Qatar not there for map. Now Ecuador and what's it called?
Senegal.
Netherlands and
Ecuador. So group B: England, Iran, USA, and Wales. Who goes through? Who goes first? Mind you, choose who goes
that
first.
group is the shittiest group in the world. And England again, this is politics. They managed to put England in a place where they will easily walk out of the group. So England goes first.
Okay, coming second, Wales, USA.
I think I'll go with USA to come second in that group. So, and they can also upset the Apple Cat and conference anyway.
All right, Argentina, Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. Obviously, we should rule out Saudi Arabia. Maybe.
I'm saying Argentina and Mexico. Mexico will go out. Argentina come first. Mexico comes second. Poland is a one-man team. I don't think they do well.
Wow. So Australia, Denmark, France, and Tunisia.
France and Denmark.
Yes, sir. Tunisia not coming through for you.
Shut up.
All right, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan, and Spain. Costa Rica, Germany, Japan, and Spain.
Germany and Spain.
Who comes first?
Germany.
Germany comes first, Spain comes second.
Spain second.
Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Morocco, tricky group there.
Croatia and Belgium come out of that group. I think Belgium is going to come first, Croatia is going to be second.
Brazil, Cameroon, Serbia, and Switzerland.
Brazil and Switzerland is the most difficult team to beat in the World Cup. Okay? They go and draw their group. But I think this Brazil team will beat them for 4 or 3. I'm going to go with Brazil and Serbia qualifying that.
What?
Yes.
Alexander Mitrovic,
Brazil and Serbia qualify. Brazil first, Serbia second.
So Samuel Eto'o not going to what he promised us not going to come true.
He promised you something.
He said
you go fly to you and they go and collect your
promise. All right, the last group before we move on to the knockout round: Ghana, South Korea, Portugal, and Uruguay.
Portugal and Uruguay. I'm sorry, Ghana does look like a team that can surprise people, but I'll go with Uruguay and Portugal.
Portugal coming first.
Yes.
So Uruguay second for
yes, sir.
All right, so we have about to go to the knockout stages. Netherlands taking on USA based on your first and second analogy you give us. Netherlands will take on the USA. Who are you going for?
Netherlands.
Netherlands going on the USA. I feel that too. Argentina taking on Denmark.
That's gonna be a close one, but Argentina goes through.
Argentina goes through. So Germany taking on Croatia.
Now that's the tight one. I think that Croatia will win that one.
Croatia are going to win that one.
Yeah.
Then two South Americans are going to be locking heads. Brazil and you. Who do you think goes through?
That's a very tight one, but Brazil will go through. Not
Brazil
really.
go
Yeah,
through.
all those kind of 3-2 game, 2-1, 3-2 kind of game.
England taking on Ecuador.
This is where England. This is the last win England will get before they get knocked out of the tournament. So I pick England to win this one, but it's tricky. England might lose it.
But you're still going for England.
I'll give them the pity vote here.
Now you said this would be the last win. Now guess the team they're going to face it between France and Mexico. That obviously I believe you're going to go for France.
Yeah, France.
So just keep that in mind. France and England are going for the next round by this simulation. Belgium and Spain.
Whoa.
And Portugal and Serbia. Okay, let's go with the cheaper one first.
Belgium, Spain. Let's deal with Belgium, Spain. I think that Belgium will go through.
Belgium ahead of Spain.
Yes, sir.
And Portugal, Serbia.
Portugal will go through.
I knew that was
Portugal
going to be tough for you.
Yeah.
Now, Netherlands, Argentina, really tight.
Woo! France 98 repeating itself again, but there's no Dennis Beckham to score a magical goal. I think I'll go with Argentina to go through on that one.
Brazil, Croatia.
Brazil go through.
So that's the thing. Now Brazil get to face Argentina in the semi-finals.
That's what I'm avoiding.
By this simulation.
Then Argentina
England,
goes
France.
through.
England, France.
France beats England.
Jesus. So there's no jinx there for me.
No.
This year gonna be different.
Yeah.
Wow. Belgium taking on Portugal. Another tight one to look.
Portugal beat Belgium.
Wow. Now Portugal, France.
Damn.
And Argentina, Brazil.
Portugal, France. Portugal goes through.
Portugal goes through. Argentina, Brazil. So this is like a Copa America.
Argentina, Brazil. That's a 50-50 game.
50-50, true.
But this is where I'm going to get sentimental, and I think I'll go with. I love Brazil. Come on, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me give. Okay.
By this analogy,
Argentina goes through.
By this analogy, just that research you gave about Cristiano Ronaldo being top scorer in the Euros, you just literally put him in the final right now.
Yes, no problem.
And now you say Argentina going through as well.
Yeah, and
so
then they beat Portugal in the final.
Jesus Christ, this is such a plan. What? Are you kidding me? This is the same saying for days. That Argentina just go.
I'm the freaking. See,
if
this happen, I'm not broadcasting anymore.
Oh my God.
I'm done. If this thing just happened now, this happened, I'm done.
Jesus.
I don't care. Every day I'll go back to this video. I make sure I save this video. I'll go back to the video and tell the world how good I am.
God.
How much of a God in man that I am. I don't care what anybody will say going forward, but I'm done.
I was just looking at this, okay, normal. And then this happened.
Yeah, it's possible. We've come to the end of the show. Chike Ayalogo says Benedict the smoky bosha. He said that quality bo the smoke. There's a Patrick. He said, Chike, now today why do you think I call him Ijebode Pondit? Damn. You guys, hey, Dr. Lush, how you doing, girl? It's been a while. England and Iran. Oh God, that group. Iran would collect any year. Mato Synthesis says Argentina all the way. Argentina to win. That's according to Junior Lapori Resources Limited. I don't know TB that too. Daily Man, I say Argentina are super strong with that unbeaten record. I actually think they can win it. I also think so too. And Jerry Ehiri, say I'm going with Eto's prediction. Yes, they will go to the finals. Akbaz Oba, he said Brazil to the finals against Argentina. Well, let's see how that goes. He said Patrick, he said, bros, sorry I'm late too. You're always late these days. So this is where we draw the curtain on the show, and let's start heading to Oniko, which is what's it called now? Mobolaji. What do you call it?
Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
Okay. Mobolaji Johnson Arena, where we're going for the third place and finals. Let's go do some streaming work. It's been a while I did anything streaming, and I'm beginning to forget all the numbers, the nuances, everything, the plugins and everything. So let's go and try. Yemi Dynamite is and she says Etoho, Dream Ajare. Esa Patrick is saying, what's your take on Qatar paying Ecuador players to lose the second half? I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I cannot prove it. I've searched for evidence. I didn't see yet. So I don't know. Well, thank you very much, all you guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend yourself. Be the very best of who you are. I will give you details from next week. I'll give you details of where I would watch the World Cup on the 8th and have a conversation with Mikel Obi. It's going to be there on the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So we could, just hang out, do some photo section. It's not far, it's on Niru, around that area. So if you're around, and I could also, tell my team to arrange a bus to pick you guys if you're on the mainland, bring you there and drop you back somewhere in Ikeja or anywhere so that you can find your way home. If you're interested, shoot me a message on my DM. Let's hang out and just watch, for the sake of the World Cup anyway. Let's just watch it together. There are a lot of places that people want me to come watch the World Cup with them. But why I like this place that I'm talking about, because it's close to the beach, it gives you a very good atmosphere. But from Monday, I'll give you all the details about it. Thank you very much. And like I always say, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join in on the conversation that we're having. Man, some people took my rant, my Cristiano Ronaldo rant, especially the TikTok people. Jesus Christ, you guys are aggressive. Ronaldo fanboys. But you guys are dealing with a worried boy. Come on. It didn't do anything. So the insult doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. But then that said, I'm gonna go. The only man that said Argentina with a slim victory in the final, Ronaldo go come finally, Chris. Okay, that's how he says it, and this is where we draw the curtain. Guys, have a wonderful day. We've got more jobs to do, so we gotta run now. Bye-bye. Yo.